Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set notifications to all, that way you never miss a future upload. Alright you guys, so today we are going to be talking about this situation that is going on with Tayler Holder. Now it looks like we're only, in February? We made it a month before we had to talk about any kind of serious allegations. Now I will give a trigger warning up front that these are potential SA allegations, so if that does trigger you, just go ahead and click off the video because I don't want to trigger anybody, so I want to go ahead and put that warning out to begin with. But it appears that there is something major going on behind the scenes with Tayler Holder. Now, let's not forget that a couple weeks ago, Tayler Holder uploaded this cryptic message to his Instagram where he talks about what he is feeling with the life of being an influencer. So let's go ahead and take a recap of what he had to say in that cryptic Instagram message. Tayler posted this to his Instagram. To any upcoming influencers or people that dream to have this life, please know it's not really what you think it is at all. Having millions of followers and millions of dollars is cool, but don't let that blind you. I've been one of the most successful people in this space, and it has truly made me the lowest I've ever been in my life. It's up everything. It's affected my relationship with my family. It's affected my friendships, and it's mentally put me in a place I never thought I would ever be in my life. I feel like a robot. I'm doing everything in my life I could have ever dreamed of and still feel so empty. I completely lost myself trying to find something that I thought was so amazing. And for anyone I'm talking to out there that feels the same way, please reach out because you're not alone. I would love to pray for you guys. Now, when it all kicked off, it seemed like somebody put this on their Instagram story where it said, if LA about to do to Tayler what I think LA about to do. And then Bryce Hall put on his story, things are about to get crazy. Well, everyone apparently has been unfollowing Tayler recently, and it's because of these alleged allegations that are happening behind the scenes. There's actually a list that I saw on Twitter of everyone so far that has unfollowed Tayler. So I don't know about you guys, but I just don't think that all of his friends are just going to randomly unfollow him for no reason. I feel like obviously there's something that is going on behind the scenes that hasn't come to light yet, but I'm sure that it will, because it seems that Tayler tried to do a little bit of damage control by going on the BFFs podcast that we'll get here into in a minute. But I did see all of this come to light when I saw Keemstar tweeting out about it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Keemstar had to say in his tweets. Keemstar tweeted, "Trusted source tells #DramaAlert Tayler Holder will be facing serious allegations from multiple alleged victims. #DramaAlert is still working to gather all the details. Normally would not even tweet this much at this stage, but Tayler confirmed allegations were made on BFFs." Followed by, "So far publicly no one has explained what these allegations are. However, we were told from our source. What we were told is horrendous. Please keep in mind Taylor's denying he's done anything wrong, but not explaining what he's being accused of." Followed by, "Just got off the phone with a different source claiming that Tayler Holder sent 50 cease and desist letters to various influencers in LA." Now, I don't know if you guys follow Keemstar very much, but for him to say the word horrendous, I don't feel like I've ever heard him say that before. So if these allegations do come out, I feel like they are definitely going to be very serious ones, because Keemstar, you know, he likes to troll a lot and he makes fun of a lot of things, but for him to say something is horrendous kind of is making me a little bit worried about what these allegations are going to be. But it turns out that Keemstar did get a copy of the cease and desist letter that Tayler has been sending out to all of these people. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what it has to say. Tayler Holder's cease and desist letters are starting to be sent to #DramaAlert from big LA influencers. What is happening? And here's what the cease and desist letter says. "Dear blank, this firm represents Tayler Holder. Please direct all future communications concerning this matter to my attention. Our client has advised us of certain allegations made and disseminated by you to third parties wherein, among other things, you falsely claim that Mr. Holder engaged in criminal behavior. These false, malicious, and meritless statements about Mr. Holder constitute defamation per se and have caused serious and irreparable injury to Mr. Holder's reputation. We hereby demand that you immediately cease and desist from making any further defamatory and/or disparaging remarks about Mr. Holder to anyone and having any further direct communication with him. Any further communication on your part to Mr. Holder should come from your attorney to me. Should you nevertheless continue with your defamatory and harassing communications, Mr. Holder has instructed my firm to pursue all appropriate remedies against you and those working in connect with you. At the very least, we will commence a lawsuit against you based on such conduct, in which we will pursue claims seeking damages, attorney fees, and costs as a result of your actions. Lastly, you are now on notice of potential litigation. As such, you are required to take all necessary steps to preserve and not destroy, conceal, or alter any communications and or documents relevant to this matter, including, by way of example and without limitation, photographs, videos, emails, text messages, direct messages, social media posts, phone records, voicemails, documents, files, and other data, wherever located and regardless of the format or media. For somebody to take the time and to send out a cease and desist letter, to me it means either one of two things. Either one, somebody is spreading false information about you around and you want it to be stopped, and you send this to say, hey, if you don't stop, we're going to pursue legal action. Or two, you have something to hide and you're trying to get people to stop talking about it. So obviously, if there was some kind of crime involved, then this doesn't matter because people are going to come forward. So we'll have to wait and see if anything does come out to find out if it was either to get somebody to stop talking about something that did happen or if somebody is spreading misinformation or lying. Well, let's go ahead and talk about what Tayler had to say on the BFF podcast. Now, when I watched this video, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Literally, you went on this podcast to address these allegations on why everybody is unfollowing you, and you don't answer any of the questions that were asked to you. And then you told people to ask you questions, and they did, and you still didn't answer the question. Anyways, here is a clip of that BFF podcast so you can see what I am talking about.
What is going on? Like, what is the drama? Like, what is everyone's speculating? You hear different or read different things from the horse's mouth. Like, what is going on?
You know, just like, you know, we're all on the internet, man. We see how everything works. You know, cancel culture is a thing. Everyone talks, everyone gossips. At the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on offline that should continue to be handled offline. And there's a lot of stuff that's sensitive topics that I don't agree with, and I will continue to handle offline professionally as stuff should be. You know, I think going to the internet about every problem that we ever have is a bit like, you know, it could be handled very differently, you know, at the end of the day, there's everyone saying everything. There's a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of gossip. It's all everyone's opinion. It's all he said, she said stuff, you know, but at the end of the day, there's always a truth to everything. And like I said, I have great people around me, and we're going to continue to handle that offline and hope that everyone else does in a mature manner, you know?
So the only question I would have for that, and I've heard a little bit from Kareem, like, you guys reached out to us.
I was here to answer any questions that you guys had. You know, come forward. Everyone's like, you know, why has nothing been said? Why is Tayler not spoken up? Why is nothing? So I'm here to just speak up and answer any questions that anyone does have. But you know, if there is no questions or anything like that going on, then I will continue to handle what I do know offline.
What we're told is there's going to be misconduct allegations, but that's pretty vague, and I don't know much about that. Could be totally false.
It is vague, you know, and like I said, it's all, everyone has an opinion on everything that's going on, right? Everyone talks in this industry, and that's how it is. And if it's something, you know, to that extent and that serious, you know, I've dealt with people that have went through stuff like that. It's something that I don't take lightly. It's something that I personally do not agree with. So if it is something to that extent, I don't know why everyone runs to the internet. I think that it should definitely be something that's handled legally offline and very professionally.
So your team reaches out to go onto this podcast to get in front of the story that could be possibly coming out and to answer questions about things that are happening and why everybody is unfollowing you. And they ask you questions and you refuse to answer them. I kind of agree with him at some point where he says things need to be handled professionally and legally, for sure. Not everything needs to be on the internet, but at the same time, let's be honest, the internet is where the internet celebrities are held accountable. We've had many instances of possible essay allegations that have come to light about influencers online, and nothing has come of them legally. So the only way that these people sometimes are held accountable is by making this stuff public knowledge to their fan base so their fan base can see what is really going on behind the scenes. I mean, look at what happened with Jeffree Star and with James Charles. There's been multiple people that have come forward with situations, obviously some fake, but some of them were true. And from what I can tell, nothing has happened to those people legally. They have lost followers, they've lost views, but I have not seen any legal action that has been taken against them. So the only way that people have gotten any kind of justice was sharing their story online so they could be heard. Now, I don't agree with the people who are sharing false information for obvious reasons, but anybody that has a legitimate, if they tried to pursue legal action and nothing comes from it, the only other outlet that they have is to bring it online. So I understand, some people are like, why does this need to be online? But for some people, that's the only outlet they have to get any kind of justice because they're not heard any other way. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this entire situation. I have not seen any other updates yet as of now, but obviously if something does come out, I will keep you guys updated. I really didn't want to have to talk about anything serious this year, but of course I know that that's never going to not happen. There's always going to be some kind of serious situation that happens. I was hoping we'd be able to at least make it a few months before that happened, but I guess we had the month of January, so that's good. I do have some more light-hearted content coming. I've just been super lazy, not gonna lie, but I promise that stuff is still coming. So I'd love to know what you guys think about everything that you've seen so far. Is there anything that I have missed that has come out since then? Please let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all. That way you never miss a future upload. All right, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.